So guys, there you have it. This was a comparison between... Hey guys, it's Rudy here, and today we are finally getting to the garden project and a review of the Bolo Tines on the Stihl KM unit. Those are the Bolo Tines. They're like curved inwards, as you can see. Those are the Bolo Tines, and I had a run where I was trying them in the raw garden as it came out of the winter. Lots of weeds and compacted soil, very heavy soil. So they didn't do a great job. They were basically a waste of time. I thought they would work great, so that's why I got them, because last year I've used the tiller tines. They look like that. So they basically come in the same, like there's 4 of them, like 4 discs, and they're basically like mounted like that on that same tool. So their teeth, like they got way more teeth and not as curved insides or sideways as the Bolo Tines. Again, the Bolo Tines look like this. So I'm gonna do a little test run here. I did cheat a little bit, so the soil has been broken up a little bit rough with this pitchfork here, so it's not as raw as the initial test of the Bolo Tines with all the weeds. So the soil has been broken up. It's still kind of like heavy, so maybe we can get a better picture on what works best with a semi worked soil or garden. So let's get to the action and see how the Bolo Tines do. So Bolo Tines first. Okay, so that was the run with the Bolo Tines, guys, and I'm switching over. Not too impressed. They do work, but not too impressed. So I'm gonna try the original tiller tines, where it comes on the attachment for the KM unit. So again, those are the tiller tines and those are the Bolo Tines. You can see the difference here is in the number of the teeth and the shape of the teeth, right? So we got quite a few more teeth on the tiller tines, but not as much as the curvature or well, you know what I'm talking about, right? So the curve is not as strong as on the Bolo Tines here, and on the flip side, the Bolo Tines only have 4 teeth digging in the soil, while the tiller tines have like numerous, like way more. So let's try those suckers out and see how they perform in the somewhat broken up soil, but it's still very heavy, as you saw with the Bolo Tines here. So let's chuck them aside and convert the KM to the tiller tines. there you have it, guys. This was a comparison between the KM tiller tines and the Bolo tines on the KM 131R. And as you can see, there's not much of a difference between the tiller tines and the Bolo tines, although I do give the advantage or the better performance to the tiller tines. But again, those tools, the KM unit with the tiller function, I would say is probably used to be in a very, very small and very confined place where the traditional bigger rototilling units won't get into, like flower beds or like narrow beds around the house and things like that. So again, tiller tines and Bolo tines on the KM 131R.